So I'm just sitting there, casually scrolling through Twitter, getting ready to make my Kyle Larson championship case. And then boom! Bob Pockers tweets it out. Roush Fenway Racing announces Chris Buescher will replace Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 17 car next season. Raise your hand if you saw that coming. Anyone? Anyone? Nope. No one saw that coming. No one saw that coming. Wow, what a surprise. Well, that's the breaking news of today. Chris Buescher will be going to the 17 car, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., his plans are undecided as of now. This is like breaking news, like literally 18 minutes ago, so I do not know all the details. All I know is that Chris Buescher will be moving from JTG Daughtery Racing to Roush Fenway Racing, and holy crap, that is good for Roush. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., he's had his moments, he's got a couple wins, he's had a couple good runs, but he just hasn't been doing it for Roush. He started in 2013, replaced Kenseth. He just hasn't done anything big. He's made the playoffs with the wins in 2017. Other than that, meh at best. He just hasn't done that great. And then Ryan Newman came in, and Ryan Newman, he's a veteran. He came in the 6 car that was struggling with Trevor Bayne, and then Matt Kenseth got in, did a little bit better than Bayne. But Ryan Newman took that car to the playoffs, the freaking playoffs, in 1 year. He didn't need adapting time. He freaking went in there and got it in 1 year. So obviously, I guess Roush Fenway Racing started scratching their heads, and they're like, oh, we might need a different driver in the 17. And it's going to be Chris Buescher. Now, this is great. I feel bad for Stenhouse, I really do. Obviously, he's known as Ricky Stenhouse Jr., but you feel bad for anyone who loses their job, anyone who loses their ride like this. Hopefully, I don't think he'll get a top ride, honestly. He might go to 38 or something. I don't know, but that's unfortunate for Stenhouse. That's very unfortunate, but it's a big opportunity for Chris Buescher. If you remember, he won an Xfinity Series championship a couple of years ago with Roush Fenway Racing, and then in 2016 he got his first career win with Front Row Motorsports in that fog-shortened race at Pocono. He's actually been really underrated this year. He's top 20 in points. He's had some really good runs, some top 10s, some top 5s, I think even. So he's had some really good runs. I honestly thought that he was going to be the replacement for Jimmie Johnson for a little bit there. If Jimmie Johnson were to call it quits after this year or next year, that Buescher would stay with the 37 until that happened. But I'm a little shocked that he's going to Fenway, Roush Fenway Racing. This is a big deal for them. Obviously, they are starting to rebuild the team with Newman, and now they get another asset with Chris Buescher. I think that's a big deal for them. I think Chris Buescher will do pretty good for them. I think he'll run top 10. I think he'll be competitive, more competitive than Stenhouse. I think he'll do something like Ryan Newman. I think he'll be a little under the radar. He won't do anything too flashy like run up front and lead a bunch of laps and finish good, but I think he'll just kind of be right around there, top 10, top 15, then sneak in for a top 10. But he's been great this year. I'm excited for him, very excited for him. He's had a up and down career, obviously. He won the Xfinity Championship, and then he went to Front Row Motorsports, which is not the greatest ride. And then he got booted up a little bit to JTG, and he's been doing solid. He's been doing very solid for that car. And now he's getting another opportunity, big opportunity for him here. I think if he does do very well at Fenway, Roush Fenway Racing, that he could have an opportunity to have a better ride. Like, let's say Jimmie Johnson does retire a couple years down the road. And, what if Buescher goes and replaces him? That'd be a big deal for him. So a big moment for Chris Buescher, for him. And then obviously the 37 will need to be occupied by someone. I don't know who that will be. I don't know if they'll keep that team open or what. But just remember, just a couple of years ago, they added that team. So it's not like it's been there for a while. This is a brand new car that they've added to their team. So it'll be interesting. I'm very excited for it. Happy for Chris Buescher. Unfortunate for Stenhouse, but I think his time was up in that car. So we'll see what happens with him in the future. But as for Buescher, I'm happy for him. Very happy for him as I scroll through to see if there's any more news updates. Nope, just seeing that Chris Buescher did the 17. I don't know about sponsorship. I don't know if Fastenal is going to stay, if whatever their other sponsors are. if they'll stay, but it's interesting. That's always a good breaking news story. But Kyle Larson championship case next tonight. And then we'll just try to get them all in before Sunday. So thank you for watching. If you liked it and you want to get more NASCAR news, leave a like and subscribe. You should do that.